Hello and welcome to all our viewers in Nigeria and around the world to Midday News on Global Television, coming to you live from the nation's capital, Abuja. I am Mukhtar Kasim. A quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. We begin talking politics, where opposition politicians under the platform of the National Political Consultation Forum met in Abuja to strategize on issues bordering northern Nigeria and how to chart a way forward. Our correspondent, Ubong Usoro, has the details.
Opposition politicians backing the recently adopted coalition party, the African Democratic Congress (ADC), met in Abuja to discuss issues affecting northern Nigeria and prefer solutions. Delivering the keynote address on the theme Unity and Social Cohesion as a panacea to the challenges facing northern Nigeria, former President of the Senate and Chairman of the African Democratic Congress, David Mark, stressed that northern Nigeria is facing insecurity, poverty, and economic depreciation. He therefore advocated fairness in appointments and resource allocations as measures to address the issues in the north.
We are confronted with deep-seated challenges of insecurity, poverty, ethnic and religious tensions, political fragmentation, social and economic stagnation. These challenges did not develop overnight, nor will they disappear until we resolve to take deliberate, collective, decisive actions.
Also speaking, the Publicity Secretary of the African Democratic Congress, Bolaji Abdullahi, says the party is set to rescue Nigeria and emphasized that the party has not endorsed any aspirant and has no favorite candidate in mind, adding that the ADC is here to stay.
When we started, they said it's dead on arrival, right? Now they have given us 6 months lifespan. After 6 months, they will extend it. Because the coalition is a coalition of Nigerians. It's a coalition that represents the desired interest of Nigerians.
The African Democratic Congress (ADC) is still in a building phase. However, the party may play a crucial role in determining who becomes or does not become Nigeria's leader in 2027. Ubong Usoro for Global TV.
States in northern Nigeria, including Kano, Katsina, and Jigawa, have opposed granting voting rights to Nigerians in the diaspora, citing during the 1999 Constitution Amendment hearing in Kaduna. Led by Deputy Senate President Barau Jibril, state representatives instead voiced support for local government autonomy, state police, and the creation of new states. Jigawa advocated for Hadejia State, while Kano proposed Gari and Tiga State. Katsina suggested Bayajidda and Karaduwa States. They also backed enhanced roles for traditional rulers and legislative representatives for all local government areas. In a related development, the Nigerian Senate has refuted social media claims that the Constitutional Review Committee proposed creating 12 new states in Nigeria. Senator Abdul Ningi, representing Bauchi Senatorial District, dismissed the report as false during plenary under Order 42, clarifying that the committee has neither received any zonal review report nor deliberated on state creation. Our correspondent, Topsy Gimba, has details.
It is fake, is toxic, and is an irresponsible media outlet. So it is important, Mr. President, to take this matter to Nigerians that the Senate has not, for now, sat on any committee's report from the zonal levels. The main committee is yet to even be received.
The President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, also expressed concern about the spread of such misinformation, highlighting it.
The Federal Republic of Nigeria has not even concluded the processes of getting a final report for deliberation on constitutional amendment, and therefore no single state, proposed or otherwise, has been created. And even if that were to be the case, it will involve all the houses or assemblies in the country, and we must get their 2/3 concurrence before anything can come back to us.
Further clarifications emphasized that the ongoing constitutional review involves public hearings across Nigeria's 6 geopolitical zones, gathering suggestions, including requests for new states and local government areas, but no formal decisions or approvals have been made by the Senate or its committee. Topsy Gimba, reporting for Global Television News.
Let's now head to Osun State, where Minister of Marine and Blue Economy and former Osun State Governor Adegboyega Oyetola has ruled himself out of the 2026 governorship contest. Speaking at an APC stakeholders meeting in Osogbo, Oyetola said his priority was party unity and winning back the state, not his personal ambition. His withdrawal narrows the race to the remaining aspirant just over a year to the election, scheduled for August 7, 2026. Still talking politics, the lingering leadership crisis rocking the Social Democratic Party, SDP, has taken a dramatic turn as the party's National Executive Committee has dissolved the rival faction led by Shehu Gabam and Dr. Olu Ogunloye. A new leadership headed by Adamu Modibo has now taken over the party's reins. Anita Patrick completes the report.
At an emergency National Executive Committee meeting held in Abuja, 23 state chairmen, including the FCT, endorsed the formation of a new National Working Committee. Adamu Modibo was announced as acting national chairman, replacing Gabam, while other positions were filled, including Ibrahim Mohammed Biu, who now serves as financial secretary.
I spoken the mind of all the NEC members. Yes. Is that the position of all the delegates in this NEC meeting? Yes. Thank you.
The financial secretary, Ibrahim Mohammed Biu, says the party has been plagued by internal wrangling. A group loyal to the national secretary, Agunloye, had suspended Chairman Gabam over allegations of financial misconduct claims, leading to a standoff that split the party.
All other actions instituted by the former NWC members of the two factions are hereby stepped aside.
The new leadership says the crisis undermined the party's progress and its rising profile among Nigerians, including interest from prominent politicians. But the outest National Secretary, Dr. Olu Ogunloye, has rejected the NEC meeting, describing it as illegal and unrecognized by the party's constitution. In a statement, he warned members to steer clear or risk sanctions. Anita Patrick, Global Television News.
The House of Representatives has expressed its determination to ensure timely and accessible justice delivery in the Federal Capital Territory. This comes as lawmakers held a public hearing on 2 key bills aimed at strengthening the judiciary and expanding access to justice for residents. National Assembly correspondent Anita Patrick brings us details. We apologize and will bring that report to you in our subsequent bulletin. And now talking healthcare, where medical doctors under the Lagos State government have declared a 3-day warning strike starting Monday, July 28 over unlawful salary deduction. Dr. Japhet Olugbogi, chairman of the Medical Guild, cited repeated violations of agreements by the Treasury Office. The union is demanding reversal of deductions and payment of the 12-month arrears to consultants. Over 385 doctors ratified the decision and issued a 21-day ultimatum for a full resolution. Moving to Anambra State, where the government has again raided a baby-making facility previously shut in the month of February. The illegal operation in Umunya Oyi local government area, linked to a self-acclaimed Delta-based doctor, Odeli Osei, was discovered trafficking girls aged 15 to 21. Health Commissioner Dr. Afam Obidike said the suspects were arrested and investigations have been launched. He described the raid as a major step in combating trafficking and gender-based violence in the state. Now, as the rainy season continues across Nigeria, many workers are finding it increasingly difficult to get to their workplace on time due to flooding, traffic congestion and transportation delays. Residents say while the rains bring relief from the heat and support agriculture, They also exposed the country's poor infrastructure and lack of emergency preparedness. Ubong Usoro has the details of this report.
The return of the rainy season in Nigeria is a mixed blessing. While farmers welcome the showers, urban dwellers, especially office workers, are left to battle flooded streets, impassable roads, and long waits for transportation. For many, the struggle begins before sunrise.
It's not easy at all to get to work. Even though you have umbrella, it's not still easy. So we find it difficult. To me, I think what they can do is that maybe if they can provide this transportation, these buses.
Especially places like Massacre, we have some error places there that don't have good road. So we workers, if we want to come out the road is very good. So we can be able to come out because of the vehicles.
Some Nigerians suggested companies should provide transport logistics allowance for late coming as a result of the rains.
May not worry them. If rain they fall like this, if rain they fall from one place, may they just cool down for the staff. Maybe just come down. If no come work, you gonna say okay, this one no come work. Rain no fall, no come work. But when I say they still they come work, you know say now rain just delay.
It's not been easy. If the management can consider the staff, if they don't have the capacity to provide the staff with a bus, I think if there's a way they can give little time, if parental in the workplace they are giving them 8 o'clock as a resumption time, if they can be given 15 more minutes as a chance for late coming.
As the rains persist, Nigerian workers are forced to make difficult adjustments, leaving home earlier, spending more on transport, and enduring unsafe conditions. The season, though essential for the country's ecosystem, continues to reveal major gaps in infrastructure and urban planning. Ubong Usoro for Global Television.
A boat accident has claimed the lives of 21 passengers, including a family of 10, in Shiroro local government area of Niger State. The victims were en route to Zumba Market when their boat struck a log and capsized. Rescuers cited violent tide as hampering recovery efforts. The Niger State Emergency Management Agency spokesperson Audu Hussaini confirmed the incident and said further details were being gathered. You are watching the live broadcast of Midday News. When Midday News returns, Nigeria produces stunning comeback to beat Morocco and win 10th record WAFCON title. Details coming shortly, plus business and foreign stories on the other side of this break. Stay tuned. You're welcome back from that break, and now to business news. As the prices of goods and services continue to come down, palm oil, which is brought in Kano from southern parts of Nigeria, has reduced significantly. Traders in Kano State told our correspondents that although it's raining season, but palm oil, which used to be costly, is gradually coming down. Idris Ibrahim has the details of the report.
This is called Galadima Market in Kano. It is from here that palm oil brought from southern Nigeria is distributed to other parts of northern Nigeria. Lately, palm oil has been very expensive in Kano, but with the recent reduction in price of food items across the state, traders say the price of palm oil is significantly coming down. According to traders, the reduction in price of palm oil is attributed to the recent drop in Nigeria's high cost of living, which is why the market forces forced the price to come down. Although there are challenges, which include high cost of transportation and the lack of inadequate capital among these traders, but the traders are hopeful that things will improve in the next coming days. From Kano, Idris Jibrin reporting for Global Television News.
The federal government has prohibited all ministries, departments and agencies from signing contracts in foreign currencies under the 2025 Appropriation Act guidelines. The Budget Office stated that all contracts must be in Naira, with exceptions requiring Finance Minister approval. MDAs must also submit monthly budget performance reports to be eligible for further funding to ensure proper fiscal accountability. Still talking business, the Nigerian exchange NGX recorded a 77.59% drop in traded shares over the past week, moving 3.6 billion shares worth 112.2 billion naira in 138,250 deals. Despite the drop in volume, the all-share index rose by 2.18% to 134.456, with market capitalization increasing to 85.06 trillion naira. And now to news making rounds on the international scene. The European Union and French President Emmanuel Macron have renewed calls for Niger Republic's junta to release deposed President Mohamed Bazoum, detained since July 2023 coup. Now, despite lifting presidential immunity, no trial has commenced. The European Union welcomed recent prisoner release, but insists Bazoum's continued detention is politically motivated. Still in Africa, where the Central African Republic President Faustin Archange Touadéra has announced his candidacy for a third term in December 2025. Enabled by a 2023 constitutional amendment, Touadéra, who is 68, said at a party rally in Bangui that he would continue efforts to rebuild the nation. Away from Africa to the Middle East, where Israel has announced a daily tactical pause in parts of Gaza to allow humanitarian aid amid worsening hunger. The pause applies to select areas from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily as the military begin airdropping aid. The move, coordinated with United Nations agencies, aims to counter accusations of using starvation as a weapon in its ongoing conflict with Hamas. And now to sports news, where Nigeria Super Falcons staged a thrilling 3-2 comeback against host Morocco in the WAFCON 2024 final to clinch their record 10th title. Esther Okoronko, Folamide Ijalusi and Jennifer Echejine scored second-half goals after Nigeria trailed 2-0 at halftime. President Bola Tinubu praised the team's resilience, calling their victory Mission X accomplished. Meanwhile, the Super Falcons have claimed top honors at the 2024 WAFCON, which saw Rasheedat Ajibade named Most Valuable Player, Chiamaka Nadozie Best Goalkeeper, and coach Justin Madugu won Coach of the Tournament. Morocco's Gilzani Chebak secured the Golden Boot, while South Africa earned the Fair Play Award. Morocco will host the next edition in 2026. Now away from football to another sport where the Africa's Strongest Arms go head-to-head at day 2 of the 14th African Arm Wrestling Championship, alongside the 7th Para Arm Wrestling Showdown in the grappling continent with a force like never before. And right now, Nigeria leads the medal table with 24 gold. Our sports correspondent, Samuel Odi, completes the report. We apologize and will bring you that report subsequently. Moving on, in a bid to encourage the out-of-school children, the Federal Ministry of Education says it's set to organize federal education sector games in Lafia. The Minister of Education, Tunji Alausa, who was represented by Okeyinka Matthew, made this known while addressing journalists in Abuja. Our correspondent, Samuel Odi, brings us details. We apologize, and that brings us to the end of the news. But we have to bring you a quick reminder that Global Television is on DSTV channel 365 and Star Times channel 276. Kindly follow us across all social media platforms now showing on your screen using @GlobalTVNG. I am Mukhtar Kasim, saying a very big thank you for watching. Good afternoon.